picture, curtain lights. This is it, the night of nights. No more rehearsing and nursing apart. We know every card by heart. Overture, curtain lights. This is it, we'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show, this is it.
Let's talk about Elon Musk and his purchase of Twitter.
Okay, I thought we were going to start off with Bob Chapek, but Elon Musk, that's another huge topic. So, I don't think we've recorded a podcast since, well, if you've been living under a rock.
Yeah.
Elon Musk now owns Twitter, and a lot of stuff has changed, and a lot of people are not happy about it.
Here's the thing, because I think when we last talked about it, Elon was pulling out of his offer because Twitter could not confirm the amount of bot accounts that were going on. And he was like, well, if you're going off by what you're doing now, you've overinflated Twitter, and I'm not excited anymore to purchase Twitter because you can't confirm all the bot accounts. And so there was a little tussle going back and forth until all of a sudden Elon goes, you know what, I'll purchase it for $44 million. And bang, there he goes, 44. Now he is the new owner of Twitter. And a lot of people are crying about it. A lot of people are...
It's like the new moving to Canada. Now it's I'm leaving Twitter.
I'm leaving Twitter.
And of course you got all the memes where it says, I'm going to leave this platform, but first I'm going to announce it on this platform, and then stay on this platform and watch all the people react to my leaving this platform.
Well, yeah, and it is almost becoming, it's almost becoming a joke. And all Elon Musk has basically done is said, we're going to open this up as a platform for everybody. He still is like very, very sensitive to certain hate speech. I know that he got rid of Ye, which was originally
That's
Kanye.
Kanye,
That's a whole new
subject all its own.
Oh my God!
Do a whole episode just with all his lunacy in the past few months.
Yeah, but it brings up an interesting thing. It's like if you have someone like Kanye West who says these outrageous things, and it's can be considered free speech. Because he bought Twitter to reopen free speech. It's kind of a weird thing. I saw a tweet from John Cryer, the actor John Cryer, who basically says, "How's this going?" Because it just proves how difficult it is to open up a platform like Twitter for free speech when you have someone as crazy as Kanye West going out there and saying the things he's saying.
Well, I think it's with the free speech and the limits. Well, I think there's a difference between, of course, the whole reason everybody was upset in the first place because, of course, it was like conservatives for being like shadow banned.
Yeah,
which I think was recently in like the Twitter files, which I think is a big old thread on Twitter right now. That was it.
We're not getting into the political aspect of the Twitter files here, but it just brings up something interesting.
What limits of free speech, there's a difference between that, just supporting a different political opinion, and openly saying like, yeah, I like Hitler, or the Nazis are great, or to paraphrase what Kanye said on. And it's funny, he was on Alex Jones when he said that, and when you astound Alex Jones, you're a real nutcase.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Alex Jones. I know there are a lot of people who are. I tell you,
he's a meme goldmine, though.
He is. In what I've seen of Alex Jones, that dude is on another planet or hemisphere or whatever you want, universe all by himself. I know there are people who love him and swear by him, but I'm like,
I think it's mostly he's just so over the top. It's like they watch him from an ironic standpoint. As I said, he's a meme goldmine. Turn the frickin' frogs gay!
Okay, yeah. I don't. I'm not going there.
Anyway,
but
back to Elon Musk.
Back to Elon Musk, and of course the big thing that they had, I guess apparently, Dave Chappelle, who's a whole other topic all by himself. He basically gave a shout out and had Elon Musk come up on stage.
Because he was doing a show in San Francisco.
San Francisco,
which is I'm pretty sure where Twitter's headquarters is, right?
I think so. I think
Yes.
they're somewhere in. Well, it's the Bay Area. Is like is
Or
it's
Silicon
Twitter
Valley,
headquarters.
all that. Anyway, so yeah, Dave Chappelle had a show there, and he invited Elon Musk on the stage, and apparently he got booed for like 10 minutes straight. And then you have Elon going on saying it was like 90% cheers, 10% boos.
Yeah.
So it's like
It does.
I haven't seen the video, so I'm just going off what I've heard.
First of all, I find it interesting that Dave Chappelle was doing a show in San Francisco, knowing all the things that he's said that would trigger people in San Francisco. And then to bring up Elon Musk, who, of course, fired 80% of the Twitter employees who live probably in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was just kind of a weird, it was just a weird thing to hear. And there were, I did, from what the footage I heard, there were some cheers from Elon Musk, but he is basically just, I mean, you want to talk about kicking up a hornet's nest. I mean, just, I mean, just, and you have all these people who are, again, threatening to leave. And then, of course, the one beautiful short thing we saw was they found a huge closet full of T-shirts.
Oh, the
hashtag
stay woke.
And some people are like, oh, we want those back. We worked hard.
We'd rather have these shirts we worked hard on than know they're in the garbage can.
Let me ask you
Sucks
something.
for you.
So let me ask you something, because we have seen a lot of people come back to Twitter. James Woods was shadow banned or banned, and now he's back. I've seen tweets from Rob Schneider, who I did not know was a conservative, and has started putting out,
Oh, wow.
Rob Schneider, the comedian.
He's one of the most well-known conservative celebrities, alongside, of course, James Woods, Tim Allen.
A lot of them are being like, James Woods pissed. He's like, I can't believe they did this to me, and a lot of stuff is coming out about. I mean, think about it. I mean, one of the first things that Elon Musk did was he fired the top 3 officers of Twitter.
Yeah, what was it? Parag Agrawal.
Yeah, and one of them was I think one of them was a gal who was the head lawyer of Twitter. I mean, just bang, just cut her loose. And come to find out, she was one of the reasons why a lot of these people were being banned or shadow banned, because and it's just interesting to see both sides, to see how these people are all of a sudden they're freaking out because he now has Twitter, and now he's opened up Twitter for all voices to be able to be able to say and voice their opinions. And then you have the other side of these people who all of a sudden they couldn't figure out what happened to their accounts. They come to find out that because of something they mentioned, now they're not hitting the top trending thing, and they're kind of being shadow banned, and now they're finding, oh, I have my voice again. I know and then there's the third people who think they're shadow banned, and then just find out that no, they don't have anything really interesting to say, so no one's following them. You know what I'm saying? But for someone who was on Twitter a lot in the past, you were on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, I'd say I'm still on Twitter more than I should be, but it's addictive brain rot. Okay.
Yeah, but what do you think of all this? What do you think about being able to, because you held certain opinions that many people trolled you over.
Yeah.
But
I don't really tweet at all. I mainly just, I want to say, an onlooker. I scroll through tweets. I like tweets and I retweet. I really don't tweet any of my own stuff. So
you used to tweet a lot.
Yeah, but you're right. I have noticed a lot of people who I have followed that I didn't see for a while, like James Woods, have come back. So it's really interesting.
It is really interesting, and it's a lot of fun to see how Elon has all of a sudden now opened up this I can say marketplace of ideas, basically opening up free speech on Twitter. And what's interesting is, for the longest time, there were people who were like, no, there's no shadow banning. No, there's nothing like that going on. Everything's fine. They're just not as popular as all of these other people. And then
turns out that It actually happened.
It has actually happened, yeah. And you know, we don't fall on one side or the other, because we like to we like to use Twitter as more of a way to advertise our stuff,
Yeah.
and to get our voice out there. We're not on there like, hey, I went and got a cup of coffee today. And
I sometimes used to do
know,
that, but then I realized, man, there's really no point.
There's no point. Not because not because there's no enjoyment in it. There's just after a while when something like that takes up all of your time, it's like it becomes a chore.
Yeah.
You know, trying to follow everything and everything and everybody on Instagram is becoming a chore. But it's fun. It's like you get, oh look, they got new pictures of new family pictures, and oh wow, look at that one. Look at the one with the ugly sweaters. And but it's fun. I'm happy to see Twitter get its voice again. And where do you think it's going to go from here? Where do you think it's going to get?
A lot of people say this is leading, to Twitter's inevitable death, and at first I was like, okay, I kind of see that, but I haven't really noticed it. A really downturn from using it, so I'm not sure, but I guess we'll just have to see where it goes. If these people who say they're going to leave actually leave, or
there are a lot more people now using Twitter than there was before Elon bought it. So I think what eventually happens is it'll continue to grow and rise, but it'll eventually, like everything else, kind of flatten out. And you'll see the people who really use it, and use it properly and use it well. I think you'll see that some people are still going to use it for hateful and spiteful means, and those people can go screw themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, they can just go away. I've actually, and again, for me personally, I mean, some of the people I follow, they've actually have gotten some of the nastiest tweets to them, and I'm like, I just sit back and go, what in the world? Why would you say something like that? But then again, you have these trolls who, we've seen this on YouTube where they leave comments, and it's like, and they leave like some really weird, nasty comments, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to pay attention to you. Although I did tell your mom, who, when she's doing Miss Cindy's Kitchen, and she was getting some of these weird comments, and I'm like, that means you've made it. When you've got trolls, it means you've made it. It means people are paying attention to you. And she's like, and she looked at it, she goes, oh yeah, you're right. Which is funny because there are some people that I've done dumb shows for who got trolled and real nasty comments. They're like, I can't believe they would say that to me. Why would they say that to me? Because you're making a point. So, and people don't like that. But I think Twitter is gonna. I think eventually it's gonna get better. But eventually it's gonna be like everything else. Like I would say like Facebook, just kind of top out and just kind of plateau for a while, and we'll see where it goes from here. But I think I don't know. For me personally, I think it's a good thing that Elon opened up everything.
Overture, cut the lights. This is it, the night of nights. No more rehearsing and nursing a part. We know every card by heart.